Hello everyone, Derek Sam Toys, and we are back with another action figure review. Today we've got the Unmatched Series 5 Sammy Guevara. Thankfully I actually remembered, probably because I took a good couple of looks before I started filming this. I just realized I had the camera a little too hard on the top half of the box, so we might go back over that real quick, just to show you the other side, and of course, boom. Yeah, I'm very excited to get this one open. I looked in the box and I can tell he's got a unique shoe mold, just kind of like Jake Hager does. So, that's pretty interesting to see. On top of the two new head sculpts. So, definitely excited to open that up. Hopefully, it doesn't really look like it, but maybe I can use these head sculpts on the target Sammy Guevara. Well, we'll see though. I don't know, but we'll see. With that being said though, why don't we get this man's up out of his plastic prison? Well, now that we've got the figure out of his plastic prison, we can go over his accessories. Of course, he comes with a set of grappling hands or weapon holding hands. In some instances, mic holding hands, whatever you would like to call them. Of course, he's got this extra head sculpt. This head sculpt isn't really the greatest Sammy Guevara look of all times. It does look like him, but from afar, it almost kind of looks like he's got braces in his mouth or something. I don't know. Bringing the head sculpt a little bit more closer, you can see that's supposed to be his teeth, but it just doesn't look to be painted the best. I don't know. His accessories are pretty alright. Getting into the figure itself, of course, as I mentioned, he does have unique sneaker mold on his jumpsuit attire, just like the Jake Hager did, so that just means that the Jericho and the Proud and Powerful only are the only ones wearing blue, are the only ones wearing all black boots. There we go. I don't know why I want to go say blue boots. That's a little odd, but yeah, with that being said, getting into the rest of the figure, somewhat similar to the rest of the set. Of course, he's got his jumpsuit attire, but similar to Jake Hager and Chris Jericho, he doesn't have sleeves. Only Santana and Ortiz do, of course, making him, Hager, and Jericho kind of the more uniquer molds out of the three, I guess, in a sense, because his doesn't look as torn up near the shoulder cuffs as Jake Hager's does. I don't know about Jericho's yet because we haven't gotten him out. Of course, got inmate written across there, and his says Guevara, Harris County Corrections. Of course, we've had El Reno Prison, and we've gotten Rikers Island as some of the other facilities prisoners get housed in, as that's what this look is trying to achieve, is inmate looks. But with that also being said, there's not really too much to say about the figure. Of course, he does have this screaming expression, which looks way more like Sammy Guevara compared to the first head sculpt. I mean, after all, we put these two side by side, and I don't know who this is necessarily. That could be Drake from Drake and Josh. I don't know who that is. That could be Tom Holland with a different hairstyle. I don't know. But this I can at least somewhat tell is Sammy Guevara. This, I don't know. He put it on a suited body, and this could be the owner of TikTok for all I know. Anywho, with that being said though, I can say one thing besides the shoe mold. He does have a pretty cool sculpt on the wrist. Just kind of like Jake Hager did, as well as he also does kind of have that unique sculpt. Going back to it, I don't know about the Jericho yet, but we'll have to see. And, just to get it out of the way, he is pretty much looking up all the way, so that's how far he would look up. That's about how much he can look down with this head sculpt. Of course, head scans can go 360, but I think y'all expect that by now. course, he's got upper shoulder movement, got upper bicep cut. He's got a double bend in the arms, a bend in the wrist and wrist swivel. Of course, he's got pretty alright ab crunch, especially compared to the Jake Hager. At least he's got some. He can look back quite a damn ways. Picking up the one leg, I was about to say if I can manage, he can actually do a pretty decent little kick to the gut. Of course, when it comes to Sammy Guevara though, can he throw an excellent super kick? And I'd say he can. Of course, with that being said, he's got upper thigh cut, a double bend in the knee. Of course, unlike the Ortiz, he's got calf rotation, he's got ankle articulation, and I want to say he's got a little bit of ankle rock too. But all in all, really solid figure. I don't know if I'd say this is my favorite Sammy Guevara figure that I own. Of course, I only own 2, so there's not really too many for me to go off of. What is there, maybe 4 now in existence? This one, you've got the Target exclusive, the Ringside exclusive, and then the first one that came out in the black and gold gear. I don't know, out of all of them, this one might place top 2 for me, just because the Ringside exclusive might be the best one, based off of accessories and attires and stuff like that. I don't know, maybe you'll put the Target one first. I don't know. Personally, for me, obviously, I don't own the Ringside one, but going based off of looks, that'd probably be my number 1 Sammy Guevara figure that we've gotten so far. Anywho, I don't know if that really matters too much to y'all though. But with that being said, why don't we get this figure posed up, get some final thoughts in, and yeah, we can wrap this video up. Now that I've gotten every figure all set up that I wanted to kind of show off here for this final thoughts, of course kind of making my rounds, finally added Shawn Spears, got the rest of the Blood and Guts match that happened. Once I get Jericho reviewed, of course we'll add in MJF, the final part to this puzzle, along with Jericho. Anywho, my final thoughts on this figure, I don't have many things to say. It is a pretty damn solid figure, just like the rest of this set. I don't really have too many things to say. Only thing I am going to complain about, which is nothing to do with the Sammy Guevara figure really, because you already heard me talk enough about that head scan, is the the Ortiz having no calf cut, a little whack. But all in all, this set has been pretty damn cool. I've been having fun posing it around. It's nice to see all the different figures and all that kind of stuff. Of course, my setups and, my display's a little messy right now. I'm still in the process of getting stuff set up for the next episode of Chaos Theory, along with still waiting for the stage display to come in so I can figure that out, because I don't want to start filming episode 8 and then have to wait for episode 8 to finish to build the new display, build the new stage for the display. I don't know, but before I get too caught up rambling on in that, what would I say about the Sammy Guevara? I may not be the biggest fan of him. I do like his in-ring work though. He's just not the greatest on the mic. All in all, I'd say this figure is a good solid 8 out of 10. Maybe a good solid 3.5, 3.8 out of 5 stars. Whatever you would like to call it, I don't exactly know, but that's what we're gonna say. Just because this figure is solid. It is a really good figure. The rest of this wave is a really good solid set. And I say the rest of this wave as I mean the rest of the wave that takes to get all the jumpsuit gear into one collection. because you're gonna need 2 sets from the unrivaled, and then you need 3 from the unmatched, and they all come in different waves. It's not like they all come in the same wave or whatever, in my opinion, like they should. The Santana and Ortiz at least do, but the Hager comes on his own and a separate wave. So doesn't the Sammy, and so doesn't the Jericho. So that may make it a little bit more confusing when I say this set, because I'm talking about this collective as a whole, not the wave. Anyways, I think I've rambled on long enough. This figure's solid, but I think I've said enough. Of course, I am a little sad that I can't use any of these head sculpts for my in-ring gear Sammy Guevara, because, you know, in-ring gear Sammy Guevara is so damn pale. Honestly, Sheamus could probably use that body, like, and he would still be like, damn fella, what in the hell? Anywho, yeah, I don't think I've got really much more to say, so let's try to wrap this up. If you like the video, feel free to like the video. If you didn't like the video, that's okay. You're not going to hurt my feelings. But if you did like the video, feel free to go check out other action figure reviews and or pick fed content. I also do kind of do unboxing videos for like big like batches of reviews I plan on doing, kind of like how I did this wave and all that fun jazz. But with that being said, you know, I don't really have too much else to say. If you do want to subscribe, feel free to subscribe. After all, it is free. And if you want to get updates on action figure reviews and pick fed like stuff and all of that goodness with the channel, feel free to follow me on the Instagram that I have, of course under the same name and with the same picture as my channel. So should hopefully not be the hardest to find on there. Anywho, with that being said, we're out of here. Hopefully I didn't mess this video up like I kind of did the Jake Hager video towards the end, because I definitely did mess up a little bit there. But yeah, I think we're all set here. Have a good rest of your night or day or whenever you plan to watch this. I'm out of here. Peace out, yo.